Hey, Jeremiah. Good to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. Just had to do a little camera adjustment. So I'm just now popping in here. There we go. All right, who all do we have here? Let's see, Marsha and Jeremiah. Somebody else just go ahead and wave or whatever. There's a howdy. Just let me know so I can have it logged on there. There's Marsha. I thank you. The colors have turned out nicely. Still looks like the camera's a little off center. I'm trying to get it right. Maybe that's better. It's kind of hard because it goes backward on the screen. Let me know what you all like to do. Kathy's here. Out Mike. Emily. Hi, Emily. Steph's sister. I'm so glad you're here. Which Steph? All right, I don't know which Stephanie because I know a few and not sure which one, but I'm very glad you're here. Is there anything particular we'd like to do today? It's a beautiful day. Hopefully it won't get too windy. The neighbor cut the grass yesterday, so hopefully that's done. Who knows, maybe the other neighbor will want to cut grass. You never know. Stephanie Loving, okay, good. I was just thinking of her yesterday. I hope she's doing well, and I'm so glad that you've gotten to join. We need to convince her to get on here more. She really needs it for all that stress, as do we all. So let me know if there's anything particular you all would like to do. Excuse me, let me get a drink real quick. All right. Well, I don't know. If something comes to you, let me know. I mean, that's part of what we do here is that we get into it. We're learning to sense our bodies and such. And sometimes we don't really feel that stuff till we get moving. We realize, oh, my shoulder's tight, hips tight, my back, whatever it is. Maybe we just want some movement going and start feeling it coming up. So always feel like putting in wherever you like. I try to keep it right out here where I can look over and just keep an eye on what everyone has going on. I appreciate your love of my outdoor area. I love it right now because it's nice and green. At some point, as we get to July, it gets to be a little more of a struggle. You can't see I have some really cool plants over there. I need to put that one down here, the succulent plant. But lots of neat things. In theory, I'm going to have some sunflowers grow out of this, but I don't see them coming up yet. And this stuff just grows naturally. As you can see, it just does what it wants, where it wants. So that's that and the monkey grass, the two easiest things in the world to grow. I think you could throw them on a rock and they would grow probably. All right. So let's go ahead. We'll just sort of see where this goes. Let's start coming into prayer. Middle of our mat, we're going to get a tall, straight back. Let's take one deep breath in together, real deep, filling the lungs. A big push out. We're just going to let go of everything. Then start taking some long, deep breaths. Keep our eyes shut. Just focusing in on the breath. Letting go of anything we've had this morning, anything this afternoon. If it keeps bugging us, we'll just bring a breath down in. Hopefully we can just focus on that rise and follow the chest. Or the feeling or sound of the air coming in and out of our bodies. Just finding a point that we can anchor that breath into our practice. finding a quiet spot, getting ourselves grounded, rooted into the earth. All right, let's take a deep breath in together. A long breath out. Let the arms fly as we take a deep breath in, opening the chest to the face of the sky as we scoop the hands up and together. Looking at those hands, long breath out down to heart center. Start to get some movement, the shoulders and the neck here. Arms fly, deep breath in. We'll scoop high. Breath out down to heart center. We fly with the breath in. Scoop high. Hands to heart center. Fly, breath in. Scoop high. This time we're going to fold out forward with the breath out. Hands coming down to the mat. Each breath out, we're going to let them slide out some. We don't want to float the hands. It springs our back. So even if we just come here, relax into it. Maybe we come down on our elbows. It's up to you. As you're relaxing here, I'm going to bring you our quote for the day that I really liked. Kind of accidentally ran onto this one, and it is, dancing gives you nothing but that single fleeting moment when you feel alive. And I think that's kind of like yoga too, because yoga can be kind of like a dance. I think we'll sort of try to keep that idea as we go through our practice of the dance. We'll come up high with the breath in. Let's bring hands together. Breath out down to heart center. Arms fly with the breath in. Scoop high. Turn to the left knee. Fold out this way. Not floating hands. They all come down. Slide out with each breath. And our dance doesn't have to be just standing up. It can be a sitting dance too. But really the idea of the dance is the idea of bringing grace to our movements. We'll come up high with the breath in. Return to the right knee, fold straight out over it. We'll come up high with the breath in. We're going to twist to the left. Drop this right hand to the left knee. Left hand's coming around. I'm going to twist so you can see that I'm just balancing on these fingers, looking over the shoulder. I'm not leaning back like I'm watching TV or kicking back. You want this tall, straight back. Looking over the shoulders with each breath out, we just twist a little more. Breath in to center, breath out, twisting the other way. Same exact thing, other side. Breath in back to center. Let's take the arms to a T, and we're going to roll them forward. So they can be little circles. They can be corkscrew ones that get bigger. They can be giant ones. Whatever it is you like, you can keep going back and forth. Maybe you want to try giant and suddenly do some little ones. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Excuse me. Whatever you like. Just want to feel good. You can always just stop. You need to stretch in the middle of it, or shake them out, and go again. It's up to you. Stop was taking the other direction. I know a lot of the things we do, maybe you see we're done, we do the same things, but kind of meet the end that we're all looking for. Some of this de-stressing, some of this rehab from sitting at the desk, some of our bad habits. We do them repeatedly. We'll let go. We're going to come hands to prayer. Deep breath in. This time we're going to push the fingers straight out. Come around swimming, pushing those hands back. Up high again. Excuse me. Hands together. Breath out to heart center. We're going to bring the hands to the knees. Let's do some yogi circles. We're going to go clockwise. It'll be a breath out as you go out. And then coming back, one long breath. We're sort of just really getting in touch with this feeling of being grounded. And you can just let your arms sort of stay there. You can really take and push with them if you want to engage them. You could like pull out, push, whatever you like. I usually just like to sort of rest them and go around in circles. We'll stop and go the other direction. Awesome. So let's stop. We're going to find a tall, straight back again. Excuse me. Let's go ahead. We're going to come back to prayer. Deep breath in. Breath out. Let the arms fly with a deep breath in. Scoop high. This time we're going to intertwine fingers. We're going to have a sitting cat. Push those palms out, rolling the back, chin to chest. Take them up high, really stretching the back. Breath out, left elbow over left knee. We come a little bit and come way out. Come back up, breath in, breath out the other way. Come back up, breath in. We're going to let the hands come behind us and grasp together. Lift the hands up like that. Open chest. Breath out. We're dipping left shoulder toward left knee. Same thing. Go a little bit. Go way down. It's up to you. Back up with the breath in. Breath out the other way. Back up. Breath in. Let go one more time. Sitting cat. And hands back to the knees. Tall, straight back. We're going to let our gaze look out over our right shoulder. So breath out, return. Breath in, back to center. Breath out, we go to the left. Breath into center. Breath out to the right. Into center, out to the left. Into center. Go ahead and roll the shoulders forward. All this stuff that we're doing sitting here, this is something, we only have a time at lunch break. We're here at about 11 to 12 minutes into the actual practice. You could just do this real quickly at lunch. You could just need a little pick me up or get going. We'll stop, let's rotate the other way. It's just a good quick thing that you can do. Really good for you and real easy to do. Anybody can do this. Awesome. Let's stop. Let's roll the head clockwise. Make sure we don't pinch it when we come up. Maybe a breath out as we go down and a breath in coming up. Maybe it's one long breath. Or maybe we just follow the breath and let the movement do its thing. Just keep our focus there, our focus inside. It's up to you. I'll stop, we'll go the other direction. All right, we'll stop center. Stretch the legs straight out for staff pose. Oh. Toes are together, they're not going to fall out. Come up high with the breath in, breath out, folding forward. We'll come up high with the deep breath in. This time we're folding out over the fingers. I have to bend my knees a little, get my hands over there. Then I'm going to push on the toes like I'm pushing a gas pedal. Get a little stretch in the vertebrae. That sitting gorilla. Oh, feels good. We'll come up high with the breath in. If we haven't bent our legs, let's go ahead and do that. Thread the arms under with the breath out. Grab the elbows and pull down. If you only have the wrist, you can do that, or maybe you have the hands under the ankles and you need the legs spread apart a little. It's up to you. But try to sort of arch your back so you're really getting this in that lower back. Come up high with the breath in. Let's find a boat pose. I'm going to spin to the side here. I have to get in a weird place because I'm cracking the concrete. For our boat pose, we can have the legs and the arms parallel. We can have the arms parallel with the floor. Has to be there. You need to have a little break. You can always hold right back here behind the calves. Drop the heels, hold both, whatever. Make it work for you. Maybe you can go down, come back. We'll lower down to the mat. Awesome. Take intertwined fingers. We're going to pull the right knee straight into the body. Get a good stretch in our lower back. Maybe move it around a little to get it seated in the best place. You have the toes engaged. You can let them move. You can just let them hang there if you want to engage them out. Maybe you have them in, out. Maybe you move them. Maybe around some. Whatever it's. I really like to just sort of double up and try to get as much accomplished as possible. Treat as many parts of our body as possible if we can. We're going to use the left hand, push the leg across the body. Look out over outstretched right arm. Oh, now that I'm down here close to the ground, I can smell the onions. You probably can't tell which of these plants are onions because they're still little bitty, but I can smell them. And I need to move the garlic over here. I love those smells in the garden. We'll rotate back out of this. Drop that leg. We'll get ourselves centered again, and we're going to pull the left knee into the body. So what scents do we have in this garden? We've got the onions, the garlic, a few different kinds of mint, some sage, some oregano. It's like the different scents more than actually harvesting any food, really. It's kind of like incense to me, the natural one. Use the right hand to push the leg across. Look out over outstretched left arm. Oh, get a good stretch in the back. Just like we're wringing out a wash rag. Great twist. Yesterday we had two blue jays wrestling a squirrel up here. Now we've got a couple other birds chasing each other. We'll rotate out of this. Get our back centered again. Sort of move around, wiggle around a little. Nice. Go ahead and put both feet flat on the floor. We're going to put our hands flat by our rear end. Take the right leg up. We're going to push the rear off. We're in a 3-leg bridge. So real good. We're going to really engage the glutes there. As the breeze comes up suddenly, hopefully doesn't mess up the mic. The ankle is going to come across, and we're going to do a reclined pigeon. Reach between here, grab the back of the left thigh, grab the left shin, gently pull back. If this is ever hard, you can always use a belt if you have one. And the jets fly over now. But pieces, whatever you make it. It could be, somebody could look at it as, I really just want to hear the sounds of nature, the birds and the leaves. You can also find just a piece of sounds out and around, even if they're unnatural ones. I try to look at it that way because I don't have control over everyone else out here. I do have control about how much I enjoy it. Let that foot come to the floor. Hands flat by our rear, 3-leg bridge again. That foot's going to find the mat. Just really push the hips up, squeeze the glutes in really good. Take the left foot up. And we're going to cross it over, recline pigeon on this side. You all have been lucky. I got distracted and I forgot to put in some of our boat poses. So is that lucky or unlucky? That's okay. We could just do a whole bunch of them the rest of the time, right? Because we love them so much. Whenever we get in a position it's not moving, we check in with the breath and we breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, we're going to let that foot come down. Hands flat by the rear, left foot up high. It's going to find the mat. We're going to push the hips up again. We're going to let our back roll down 1 vertebrae at a time until we come to the mat. Let's take the legs flat, and since you cheated me, let's go ahead and do another boat pose. Put a little bit of core stuff in here. Y'all tricked me, so we're going to have to work them back in. Also, I'm going to slow her down to the mat. Nice. Let's go ahead and put the feet flat again. We're going to do a couple more bridges. So we're going to push the hips up with the deep breath in. Try to push them as high as you can, really squeezing the glutes. We're going to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Long breath out. Breath in, we'll come up. Breath out, we'll roll down. Breath in, we'll come up. This time, let's grab our hands together, kind of walk the shoulders under. We'll squeeze them together, really stretch the chest. Breathe. If you like, you can always take and bring your hands under your rear or lower back for support. Then we'll gently roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's pull both knees into the body. Grab each leg if you like. Intertwine the fingers. Let's just roll around a little on the back to massage it. You might find a place you want to stop, maybe rock back and forth. Roll around, roll side to side, whatever works. Whatever your body wants. So we'll try something fun here. I say fun, you say not fun. We'll see. All right, let's try to go from here to a boat pose. So this is back to that dance, to taking that grace into our life. Just take the legs out and up. I think that might have been a little easier than you expected. So we're going to try to go back and forth a couple times. So let's go back to that ball. We're trying to make it one long, steady move. Let's take it back out to the both toes. Just trying to bring some grace to our movement. If we fall over, just get back up. Come back to that ball. One more time to the both toes, and then we'll take a both toes break. Like always, you can always take your own break anytime. We'll come back to the ball. Take the feet high, reach for them with our fingers, and we're going to find our happy baby. Grab the outside, inside of the feet, pull them out and down. As you know, if you have straps, you can always hold the feet. If you need them to get out, if they only get here, we're going to slide our hands down with this downward movement into the hips, so we can roll side to side. Now above me, I have silver maple and I believe it's a broadleaf elm. Broadleaf, I don't think it's an American elm, but I can't tell. Never really tried to find out for sure. And lots of birds. All right, let's take the feet up high again, try to touch them with our fingers. Go to a boat pose. So we're not, I don't know, I was going to say we're not going to do crazy ones. Let's do a scissor one here. Oh, if you can. My scissor one wasn't working for a second. We'll lower down to the mat. Go ahead and point the knees straight up. We're going to take the arms to a T. Let's draw some circles in the sky or on the ceiling with our knees. Stop, we'll go the other direction. And silver maple is pretty incredible. I bet it's about a 30-inch diameter now. I planted it for my father when he passed away. And actually, it was the second one. The first tree I planted for him didn't make it. He did another. So it's probably about 1997 when I planted this. Now it's just giant. Brings me lots of joy. All right. I'm going to take the feet flat on the mat, sort of hip width apart, just bounce that elbow around, maybe wiggle it, get centered. We're going to let the knees fall side to side, heads falling opposite. So knees fall to the right, head to the left. And back the other way. It can be a breath with each movement. Breath out as you fall, a breath in coming up. If you like, you can stop and hang out on one side. Just hang out there for a minute for a couple breaths if that feels real good. Sometimes that really gives my back the opportunity to relax a little more, especially deep down low. But it's up to you, it's your practice. All right, we'll stop center again. Take the feet high. We're going to touch them with our fingers. And go to a boat pose. Let's try to do the cross one or the come out and across if you can. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping balance like this. So you don't have to do it. I'm having a balance problem today, it looks like. Okay, let's lower down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. A long breath out. Deep breath in. Breath out. We're going to take our legs up high. A little opposite there, huh? Try to touch the fingers to the toes. And let's just bring the hands flat. Keep the feet up. One more time, let's try to touch. And we're going to fall forward to the mat. Awesome. We'll come up high with a deep breath in. Let's fold out forward if you want. It can be a stretch, or if you want, you sort of bend the knees and just relax there, kind of like a sitting child's pose. It's up to you. We did a little bit of core work there. Why do we do the core work? Help strengthen, enhance our back here. Among other things, it does lots of stuff. It definitely helps with our back. You come up high with the breath in. Let's bring the right foot in for a figure four shake. Put a little more on the back and the hips. Fold forward over the left foot. It's not falling out. Straight up. Come up high with the breath in. We're a baby wild thing. Let's plant the right hand behind us. Left hand's coming up and over. So if we can, we always stop here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. First, let's really push the hip up, get that good stretch. Do the fingers. We're going to let the rear come down, the hand come to the leg. We'll look out over it. Point the toes out. I kind of like this because this is like a sort of a sitting dance. We're going to come up and over. Makes me feel very graceful to do this. Take it back and down. Over time, we'll come up and over. And back down. And we're going to switch our figure four. I'll spin around. Up high, breath out, folding out over the right leg. Hearing the beautiful sounds of nature, of what I'm going to imagine. Sounds probably like somebody's leaf blower that they're sharing with us. Come up high with the breath in. Baby wild thing. Oh, when I found the palm plant. Stretching. Let the rear come down, hand back to the leg, looking up. Come up and over. Back down. One more time up and over. This time we're going to let that right hand come down. We're going to find a plank. Find our plank here. If you want, you can always have the knees down for your plank if it's too much. Hands are under the shoulders. We're going to lower down chaturanga. Those elbows stay by the body. Point the toes out. Push out. Big stretch out. Curl the toes under. Back to our down dog. Got the sensation that somebody's grabbed our back belt loop, and they're pulling us up and back so we can sink into the shoulders. We can bend the knees to get there if we need. Awesome. We're going to take it forward in a second, but let's try to put a hop each time we do it, even if it's a little hop. Still working toward getting further to the front of the mat. So hop, step, or walk to the front of the mat. Coming into half lift. I'm going to move because I've got my face into an elephant ear. The fingers back to the toes, breath out. Reverse swan dive high. You can come up on toes today if you want. You don't have to. It's up to you. Take ourselves down, coming to our mountain pose. And let me come around here to the front. Shoulders roll open and back for light in the feet. Chin slightly lifted. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. We'll come up high with a deep breath in. I'm dipping my knees just to get a little more in it. You don't have to, but you can. Swan dive down, breath out. I just like adding the toes and the dips. It just gives me a little extra. Hands on shins, half lift. Fingers to toes, breath out. Reverse swan dive high. I'm dipping my knees, coming up on toes. I'm going to swan dive down, trying to stay on those toes as long as I can, and down. Hands on shins, half lift. I come down to a squat. So if you need, you can come elbows, come hands, but we're trying to come down to our peripheral squat. You can always balance the hands on the floor, or put them on the floor if you have balance them up. Hunched over, we have a tall, straight back. Awesome. We'll take off like a rocket. High. We're crescent out to the left. A good stretch in the side. That's a breath out, I would say that. Breath in coming up. I'm going to come up on my toes and I'm going to swan dive down, breath out. Hands on shins, half lift. Let's come back down to our squat. Hopefully a perfect squat. Breath in, we're taking off like a rocket, expanding the body. Crescent out to the right with the breath out. Go up high with the breath in. Swan dive down, breath out. Hands on shins, half lift. Fingers back down to the toes. Let's go ahead and bring them under so we can do a gorilla. Be very careful so we don't fall over. We're just going to stand up, stretch the back again. Bend the knees a little, very carefully. Take those fingers out. Let's come to half lift. Straighten the back out again. Breath out back down to the toes. Reverse swan dive high. And we're going to find our chair. We're going to turn so you can see in our chair, we have our balance over our heels here. You can see how it's down the middle of my body. I've made this long straight line with my arms. Not really up too far, but I'm not way out. Just kind of in the middle. Awesome. We're going to come up high, big breath into the toes. Swan dive down, breath out. Half lift. Flat back like a table. Breath out to the toes. Reverse swan dive high up to the toes. Find that chair again. Shoot up here to the front. We're going to go ahead and lift up the right heel or the right foot. We're just floating it. We're not lifting it high. And down. And lift the left up. And down. Right's going to come up. Think about that dance. We're going to step back to our high crescent lunge. So let's try to just real gracefully step back and shoot it up. And if it didn't turn out gracefully, try it again. Or imagine it turned out that way. Now, real gracefully, we're going to step this right foot forward to meet the left. Try to make it long and slow. Beautiful. Swan dive down, breath out. Hands on shins, half lift. Fingers to toes, breath out. Reverse swan dive high up to the toes. Find that chair. All right, left heel or left foot up. Down. Right comes up. Down. Left's going to come up. Very gracefully stepping back to that high crescent lunge. Gracefully stepping that left foot forward. Long, slow movement. Swan dive down, breath out. Awesome, you're doing great. Hands on shins, half lift. Fingers to toes. Reverse swan dive up high. Back to the chair. All right, we'll lift the right heel or right foot. Down, left heel, left foot. Down, we're going to take the right. This time we're very gracefully going to go to a runner's lunge. So trying to make it where our hands and our foot hit the floor at the same time. If it doesn't work out, try it again. Just remember the dance. We're trying to be a dance today. Drop that right knee, point the toes out. have a low crescent lunge. Start with the hands back, shoot them up and out. Long, graceful, beautiful movements. The hands frame the front foot. The right hand's going to swing up and out high. It's going to come back down to the mat. Left hand swinging up high. Left hand comes to the inside of the knee, going to push it out. For modified lizard. We'll come up. Bring our hands to prayer. Right elbows coming across, looking up over the left shoulder. We'll come back out of this. We're going to come to our runner's lunge. Curl those right toes under. We're going to step the right foot forward if you need. You can always use your hand on your knee to give yourself a little extra. But hopefully you can just take it to a push, step it forward, find yourself in a half lift. Fingers to toes, breath out. And reverse swan dive high. Find the chair. Hopefully the chair is getting a little easier. Hopefully these muscles are starting to get warmed up, feel good. Take the left heel or left foot up. Down, right comes up. Down, left's coming up. Go into that runner's lunge. Make it graceful. Hands and feet are hitting at the same time. Knee's going to find the mat, point the toes out. Low crescent lunge, just make it a dance. Start back, shoot up. Frame this front foot. Left hand swinging up high. Going to come to the mat. Let the right swing up. Just got to make it beautiful, graceful movements. And comes to the knee. We're going to push it out, modified lizard. Come up, hands to prayer. Left elbow over right knee. Come back to center. We're going to frame this foot. Curl the left toes under. We're going to step it forward. Same thing, you can use your hand on your knee if you need. We're just going to bring it up, forward, half lift. Fingers to toes, breath out. Reverse swan dive high. We're going to find our chair. Awesome. Right heel, right foot up. Down, left up. Down, right up. Step it back beautifully, gracefully to a high crescent lunge. I'm going to turn around because I'm pointed backward now. Let's drop the heel. We're going to turn this into a warrior one. So now the foot, instead of the toes being up, foot's pointed out. Warrior two, the arms are going to come out. We're trying to make this graceful and beautiful. Sometimes we just shoot them out. Let's try and make this a dance. Beautiful. Maybe think of Tai Chi, how that might look. Hey. I don't know why I did that, because she's totally deaf. She can't hear me. Let's reverse it. We're going to drop the right hand. The left hand comes up high to the sky. Back to our warrior two. Trying to make it beautiful and graceful. Warrior one. We're going to reach way out for our archer. Pull the bowstring back. Hopefully this is feeling beautiful like a dance to you. Let's reverse it one more time. Back to our warrior two. Let's do this. We're going to straighten this left knee. We'll take a triangle here. Somebody pulls right hip back, left fingers forward, and we twist. And we are in a plane just like we're right up against the wall. Looking up through the right fingers. We're gonna come back arms to a T. Spin that knee to a warrior two again. We're gonna find our side angle or extended side angle. So see if you can make one long movement and drop this elbow as the hand comes over. Just think about your movements, trying to make them beautiful and graceful. It's a dance today. Back to that warrior two. Straighten the knee. We're going to switch around so we can be in the warrior two on the other side. Awesome. I'll take it to a warrior one. I'm going to go ahead and step it back forward to the front of the mat. Find a chair. We'll lift the left heel or left foot. Step down. Right foot, right heel up. Down. Back up. Gracefully to the high crescent lunge. I'm going to try to shoot my arms up as I come back this time. We'll drop the foot, find our warrior one. Warrior two. Little beautiful, graceful movements. Let's reverse it. Right hand up, left drops. Up high to the sky. Back to our warrior two. Warrior one. Let's archer. Reach way out. Pull that bowstring back. We'll reverse it again. Warrior two. Straighten the knee. Just find our triangle. Come back up. Arms to a T. Spin that knee, warrior two. Side angle, extended side angle. Try to make it cool and beautiful. Come back up to a T. Straighten that knee. Both toes to the side of the mat. We come high with the breath in. Fold forward with the breath out, down to the floor. Come hands on shins, wide half lift. Fingers back to the floor, breath out. Come up high, big breath in. Come to cactus arms. Take the feet out. Actually, you usually do starfish, don't we do that? Then cactus arms, let's do a goddess. We're gonna take it down. Then we're gonna push up and out. Cactus arms and down. Back up and out. Down. Up and out. One more time, down. Up and out. We're going to step back into our mountain pose in the middle. Roll those shoulders back, get light in the feet. And we're going to take from here, we're going to try to do a real beautiful, graceful tree pose with the right foot up. So see if you can get some hand movements and flow with it. So I'm going to try to go down and up and bring my foot up. And if you want, you can try several versions of this. You don't have to just do one. Maybe you just go ahead and drop the foot. And now I'm going to try to go out and under and in. Whoops, I fell over doing it. Just don't want this foot pushing on the knee. So maybe today try a few different kinds. Drop that foot. Take one high, swing down, under and up. Just trying to make a little balance and a little bit of a dance move. I'm just going to, for me today, I'm going to take mine to an arm dance move here. Swing up and out, back down. Just have a little fun here. Drop that foot, shake the left out some. Let's come back to our mountain pose. We'll do the same thing other way. Let's bring the left foot up for a tree. Make it something fun and beautiful. Don't just come into it. I'm going to take and try to swing up. Come up to it. figure out some way. Maybe I want to take the foot out, back across. Sometimes we do different versions of this. It doesn't have to be just the foot on the leg. It can be any balancing pose you like. But we're just basing it on a tree. Just having a little fun. This is something you can do for fun. Sometimes in the house, I do this sometimes in the grocery line. People think I'm a weirdo, but it's so much fun. Awesome, we'll drop that foot. Mountain pose, lighten the feet. We're gonna come up high with a big breath in. Swan dive down, breath out. Hands on shins, half lift. We're going to come back down to the mat. Let's come to a squat. Allow us to set our rear ends back down on the mat. Awesome. Go ahead. We're going to lay back and find our Shavasana here. Try to find, just don't lay back. See if you can find a graceful way. Maybe you decide to do it going through some version of a boat. Maybe I'm just going to do one, making it easy, but have my hands down, lift the feet. And then gently lay myself down. Maybe try a couple things. Just have fun with it. Some of our practice is just being playful and having fun. Let the feet fall out. Let the hands, the palms come up. We'll start to take some long, deep breaths. And relax. Let's bring a smile on our face as we relax. First, let's get a few deep breaths and just relax into it. Let's take into our imagination. Let's just take into our imagination of us being a real graceful dancer. Maybe it's not dancing. Maybe your thing is Tai Chi or Taekwondo or something. Just imagine yourself taking those moves gracefully, not mechanically. Maybe you can imagine your moves through your daily life, doing things in a graceful manner. And what it's like to take and make those things a dance. A dance through your life, a dance of life. Dance can also be seen as just the interaction of different things. Maybe something that's easygoing and stressful. Maybe it's the dance of your work life and relaxed life, how they interact. You have a dance like that. I would kind of look at it today as been more of a physical, graceful movement. It could be just sort of how you just sort of gracefully move through life, from one thing to another, sort of acting without resistance, letting things come, and not forcing things, letting life be, letting your life be what it's supposed to be. All right, start bringing our breath back into the room. Taking some Starting to find some movement with fingers and toes. Moving up into the body, maybe you can make it, let it be a dancing awakening into your body. Just letting your arms and your legs move. Become whatever movement you like it to be today. A happy baby curling in a ball. You could be laying there stretching or swaying your knees, whatever you like. If you want to pull the knees in and twist, up to you. All right. We'll let ourselves roll over to one side or the other. Our head rest on whatever arms down. With a breath in, we'll gently push ourselves up to a seated position. Our cross leg in the middle of the mat. Wow. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead, our hands on our knees. Let's do a few rip yogi circles. It's kind of like a sitting dance. Just imagine as a dance as we move. In a circle here. We'll stop to take it the other way. Stop, just roll the shoulders forward. Imagine, oh, this is a dance. Our shoulders are dancing on our body. Rotate them the other way. Stop, let's rotate the head clockwise. Can't be a dance on our body. Stop and go the other way. And we're going to stop all straight back. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Big audible push out. Thank you all for being here with me. We had a first. You got to be here for it as I got bombed during Shavasana by bird poop. That's a first. It's one of the downsides, I guess, of being outside. Get rid of that. Gross. I guess they've got to do it. Apparently, I took a lay down in their toilet, so I guess that's bad on me, right? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll take this concept of the dance and take it through your daily movements physically and also just emotionally, psychologically, spiritually. You just move through things with grace. Hope you have a wonderful day. Like me recognizes, honors, so appreciates and loves the life of each one of you. Namaste. Awesome, thank you. Practice outside. Watch out for those birds. They're ruthless, but hey, at least it wasn't. At least it was from here down. If it was from here up, you probably would have heard it when it happened, right? I hope you all have a wonderful day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.